What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 now. It is Cup, left side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw now. Throw left side, complete. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Receiver in motion, going left. Brought in right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Returns looking good so far. And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by Chop Robinson. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back to the well again. And he finds him enough room to get it up to the 42-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he put everything he had into that. Brought in inside the Bengals finish off their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals start off well to tie things 7-7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
3rd and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself 3rd and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopped by Chop Robinson. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Give now to the running back. Room to run inside the 20. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Dax Hill.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, they'll run. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, kid, I like to call these bodybuilders. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. Here's a throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Wide open, downfield. Got it! And the catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He'll throw it. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Receiver in motion, headed right. Here he is on 3rd and long. Has it downfield working the left. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. That'll be the... We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They're stuck behind the sticks on third and long. Dropping back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on third and 19.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is third and inches. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Dump off caught by his back. And there's a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a one-score game in the first half. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Launches one deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Getting out to his left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bengals take a 13-point lead. McPherson add the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
Browns 14. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. Oh no, they get him yet again. And he makes the Hets go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21.
35. Browns 14. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. Dumps it off to his running back. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Dax Hill up for the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cup. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns with some work to do, trailing in this game. 3rd and 4 coming up now. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 4th down.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. They've got a man in motion. A give now from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Pass play now. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. They're throwing it. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now looking to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd down from the gun. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for this. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They're going play action. searches from the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Second and 10 now. Caught quickly on the slant. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's second and goal. Looking for a throw here. Looking for an... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Martin Emerson with the pick. And the Browns do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Play action on first down. Brown's got it. Complete. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A 90-yard gain helps them recover in short order. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. The Browns close in and take him down. Offense up to the line fast. Back to throw now. 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Plowing up the middle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains. Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense too.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
Throwing on 2nd and 10. And this is a huge loss on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing now from the gun. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the touchdown is dropped. He had it for a moment in the end zone, but just couldn't secure it. What a chance for him. That's a rough incompletion to stomach. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. He's going to throw this one. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Bengals regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Bernardo Green with that tackle. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts everything behind this one. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Oh, look at this, Brock. They're splitting the tackles out wide here. I love a bit of creativity to begin this drive. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Looking to the air here. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. He'll throw it yet again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Complete to Coleman. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing it again here. Finds a man right side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll throw it again. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. Well, you call that play to surprise the defense trying to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Slot man in motion right. Here's second and 14. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here he is on third and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Desperation time here on fourth. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
A 50% hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. First down, ball at the 36. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing now, off play action. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the defender comes away with it. Greg Newsome has it.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away, that is a gold star effort by the defense.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He beams one, deep right side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Bengals ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Cut near the goal line. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Browns 14. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10 now. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead.
Browns 14. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. Oh no, they get him yet again. Cam Taylor yards. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And this one does not go far. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and long for him here. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Wow, they must really trust this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Dax Hill. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. Trying to push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Setting up a throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Well, that window was open down the field, but this league is so fast. And these defenders, well, they closed the gap before that throw could arrive.
They'll throw on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The timeout's taken now as we have one, possibly two snaps remaining in this ball game. Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. They'll try and throw it here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.